Hello. Hi. Hi. Greetings, earthlings, eldritch creatures, and beings of all sorts. Hi. Hello. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I hope that you all are having a fantastic day, / night, / time zone, / time does not exist. And the universe is all that you want it to be, all that you need it to be, and more. But yes, hello. I see y'all have found the feral command. I see that y'all have found a feral command. Lots of feral creatures in here today. Hi Nico, hi Hone, hi Cyber. I hope that you all are having fantastic time zone. Stuff to talk about. What is there to talk about? Ah, yes, Twitter is imploding because they're getting rid of the block feature, which is ridiculous. I'm not super active on there. I did just recently recreate an account on there for marketing purposes, I suppose, but I went in knowing it was gonna be a dumpster fire because I left it when the first rumors of that motherfucker buying it even started to pop up. I was like, nah, fuck this bullshit, I'm out of here. I ain't dealing with this. No, I ain't dealing with this. And I dipped. But apparently nobody else did. So I was just sitting on my lonesome over on Tumblr with my few writing mutuals, just vibing. And then I was like, well, fuck, nobody else left Twitter, so maybe I should go back. So I went into it with low expectations. I went into it with the lowest of expectations, and still, I'm disappointed. But yeah, I mainly use Blue Sky anyways, so whatever. It's not like I'm sharing my art or writing on Twitter anyways, because I went into it where, like, if I'm going to be on here again, it's stream announcements basically, and maybe haha a funny meme every now and then. That's about it. But yep, I'm over on Blue Sky, Dizzy Stargazers. I actually get to have my username on there. Because on Twitter, an inactive account has my username, so I have to have the silly little one instead of the S at the end of my name, because Dizzy Stargazers is apparently the exact length of the username limit on Twitter, so I can't do any of my funky alt usernames either, which is like those Dizzy Stargazers or the Dizzy Stargazers or Dizzy Stargazers VT. Nope. No can do. But so on Blue Sky, I'm just Dizzy Stargazers. It's fun. We're having a grand old time over there. People actually interact with you. There aren't a lot of bots. There are some bots, but it's significantly less. There are actual people on Blue Sky interacting with other actual people on Blue Sky. So that's really cool and awesome and neat. Lots of wonderful art. I love all the alt text. I love seeing all the alt text. It's wonderful. Makes my day. Lots of really cool, like leftist and anti-capitalist, and anarchist, and like queer and like furry people on there. Very cool. The vibes, immaculate. Chef's kiss. The vibes on Blue Sky, immaculate. They also have a wonderful block feature where it actually blocks people. I'm literally moving to Blue Sky. Yeah. Come join us, Hone. Come join us. It's wonderful. Why did I start this? Oh, right. So yeah. Lots of new people over on Blue Sky in the last night / today. So lots of new people. So if any new people are here watching this, hello, hi. I'm Dizzy. I'm a freak on the internet. Hi. I'm a freak on the internet. Hi. Yeah, hi, Echoes. Hi, Echoes. Hi. Welcome on in. I hope you have a great time zone. Consideration. What if the only way ghosts could feel sensation was to possess someone? So ghosts borrowed someone they found cute's body for reasons, and then that person expelled them at the worst possible moment. You know, like almost beating their high score in a video game. Would that be fucked up or what? That would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up, unless the ghost is into edging. Unless the ghost is into edging, and then it would be moderately less fucked up. So anyways, should we go on some dates with some ghosts? Should we date some ghosts? Should we do some speed dating? Speed dating my beloved? Speed dating my beloved? I don't like speed dating as a concept, but I do love ghosts. I do love ghosts. So we will suffer through the speed dates for the ghosts. Damn it, I was gonna make that joke. I was gonna say, it's okay, maybe the ghost is into it. Cyber, we're not so different, you and I. We're not so different, you and I. I think our brains are tuned to the same wavelength. Let's see. Okay, so I have played this game before. I played through all of this game before. It should take us about 3 hours, just the game itself, not counting yapping time, not counting the yapping and the yamming, etc. But the same thing with Warehouse, where I had played it before I even had a little PNG. I had played this game before I even had a little PNG. And also all of my shit was fucked because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing back then. I was a little baby streamer. Didn't know anything. So the audio was all messed up. It was a mess. It was a mess. But you know what? That's the way to do it. You start and you do it, and hopefully people aren't there for all the parts in which everything is a mess. And then by the time you do know what you're doing and you have a better handle on what you're doing, then people maybe are there a little bit. And that's really cool and awesome. And thank you all for being here now. And I'm sure there's lots that's still a mess. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because life is all about mess. Life is all about mess, especially when it comes to speed dating ghosts. There's no better time in which to never mind. I shan't speak on it any further. Should we just jump into it? Should we play the game? Should we play the video game? I don't know if I have anything else to talk about. I don't know if I have anything else to yap and yam about. Unless y'all have anything you want to yap or yam about, we can do that as well. I can practice social conversation. I know how to converse and make words work and to speak words coherently. Yes, I know this. I know how to do this. This is true. This is real and true. I'm an expert. I'm an expert at human social conversations and standards. It's true. It's real and true. I'm an expert in this subject matter. You'll never meet a more of an expert than I when it comes to having conversations. And an expert. So true. It's real and true. Let's go over to our gaming screen. Let's go play the video game. Play the video game. Here it is. Oop, and I gotta move myself over. Game's gonna disappear for a moment. The game's gonna disappear for a moment. I'm gonna move myself over a little bit more. A little bit more. Alright. That should be good. Here we go. Hooray. Yippee. Peed dating for ghosts. So true, so true. Shout out to all the pissers in chat. Shout out to all the pissers in chat. This is the game for you. See? Do you see it? Do you see it? P. 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 Just because the moon is blocking the S. My little moon. Peed dating for ghosts. Yeah. Yeah, you see a ghost, what do you do except piss your pants a little bit? You piss your pants a little bit. You see a ghost, wow, they're so hot, you piss your pants a little bit. And you know what? You know what? No shame. No shame in that. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. No shame in that. I tell you what. I tell you what. No shame in pissing your pants just a little bit when you see a hot ghost. Or a hot monster. Or a hot goth girl. Or really a hot anyone. You piss your pants a little bit? More power to ya. More power to ya. Couldn't be me, but more power to ya. Taking notes, taking notes. Write this down, write this down, write this down. See a hot person? Piss yourself. Okay? 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 I hope you all wrote that down. I hope you all wrote that down. This is important information. This is important information. You see a hot person, you piss yourself. Okay? Okay? Remember this. Remember this. Remember these wise words. And maybe the ghost is into it, and it's a lovely relationship. You know how it goes. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's got their yums, and everybody's got their yucks, and everybody's got their squicks, and everybody's got their whatever the word for an opposite of a squick is. They're kinks. Yeah. Yeah. Kinks and squinks. And yums and yucks and etc. Assorted wordage for stuff. Yeah. 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 And you know what? No shame in any of it. No shame in any of it. What works for you works for you. What doesn't work for you doesn't work for you. And vice versa for everybody else. Let's go talk to some ghosts. Let's go talk to some ghosties. Oh, hello there. You must be here for speed dating. My name's Fran. I run this little operation. Nice to meet you, Fran. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you. You're a nice one. We get all kinds of ghosts here. Nice ones, sad ones, a few spooky customers. It gets lonely being a ghost. I like being alone. I've never met a ghost who didn't need someone. Someone to talk to help make sense of all this. Maybe you're right. That's the spirit. Also, if the audio needs to be adjusted at all, just let me know. We've got 3 rooms set up, each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at a table. Makes sense. That tracks. Doesn't it though? Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them. Then a bell rings. and you switch seats. A bell rings from somewhere. Just like that. In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you get to choose your favorite. If they liked you too, you go on a date. How's all that sound? I can't wait. Neither can I. First things first, though. Choose your room. So we're gonna go through all of the rooms. And we'll talk to all the ghosts in the rooms. We might not go on a date with all the ghosts, but we will talk to all of them. We will talk to all of them. Let's start with the Room of Palms. The Room of Liars, full of players. But I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. The Room of Palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. Faded linoleum floors. Spare walls with the odd religious print framed in peach-colored wood. On one side is a large open kitchen. Sold that line wholesale from Hades Town. I've never watched or listened to Hades Town, but I've heard wonderful things about it. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip. This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Hot, hot, hot. What better place than to go on a speed date than in a vaguely religious church basement that smells like cabbage. Spaghetti supper. Hades Town is incredible and I highly recommend it. Ooh, okay. I'll have to see if there's a way for me to listen to it or watch it. Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper. They work well enough for today's speed dating. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Sup? I'm Riley. You're pretty hot for a ghost. Whoa. Slow your roll, bucko. Slow your roll. Back the fuck up. Hey, sorry. Just saying. Isn't it cool we stay the age we died? I mean, I guess if you're at an age that you like, I think that would really fucking suck though. If you were like, what, like fucking 13? God, if I was 13, I would fucking walk into the sea and become an oyster. You can't make me go back. 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 Makes dying young a little better. You're not even gonna ask my name? Nah. I already know your name. When I died, I got psychic powers. It's Casey, right? No. Where, huh? Where you getting that from, buddy? What the heck? Nice try, but no. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. Guess I still need some practice. Let me try again. You're a spirit of curiosity, right? That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I'll give him that one. Give him that one. Yeah. Figured as much. We're all at least a little curious. So, what do you want to know about me? I feel like you can't just ask somebody how they died. I feel like you can't just ask somebody how they died. Like, I don't, like, that's not the first question you ask somebody. You're just like, say, hey, how'd you die? I mean, I guess, like, unless they're, like, chill about it, you know? Like, maybe it's casual. Maybe it's, I don't know. But the trauma. This ghost definitely had some guys being bros moments in the locker room, huh? Yeah. This guy, this dude, No. I do like the spots though, the little spots. Those are nice. So, you're into sports? How did you know? Oh, how did I know? How did I, wow, well, I'm just so good at, like, guessing and stuff. Like, I guess you could say that I also have psychic powers. You know, and it's not at all because you have a football lodged into your cranium. No, that could never be. That could never be why. I'm psychic too. Whoa, dude, we have so much in common. Like, you're psychic, and I'm psychic, and we're both just dudes being guys, being bros, being dude guy bros, being guy bro dudes, being football, am I right? Let's go, quick chat. What's a football team? What's the name of a football team? What's the name of a football team? Lucky guess. Haha, nice. I played football in college. Just say the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. Is that hockey? Is that hockey? Is that hockey? I don't know anything about any sports. The only sports I know are I don't even have a funny joke for this. I don't know any sports. I don't know any of them. I don't go here. Yeah, hockey. I like being wrong on purpose about sports sometimes because they are not my thing, and maybe it makes sports dudes mad. That's so real of you. I don't even know enough to be wrong on purpose. Like, I don't know anything. I know nothing. I don't go here. I go to cannibalism. I go to cannibalism. I go to fucking toxic yaoi and toxic yuri. I don't go to sport. I don't go to sports ball. This is not where I live. This is not my beautiful life. This is not my beautiful wife. Ah! I played football in college. Too much football, it turned out. How about you? You into sports? No, not really. I'll level with you. Sports are a big part of who I am. That's fair. That's fair. You are who you are. I'm not like a one-note guy. I'm not just about sports. But I sure like them. Okay, what else are you into? Actually, that is kind of a deal breaker for me. That's actually kind of like I mean, like, you know, again, everybody's got their yums, everybody got their yucks. Sports ball, not for. Walk onto the field covered in blood. The horrors. It reminded me of a post I saw earlier about how two former frat bros are now each other's wife, which incredible peak. I love that. That's wonderful. We'll be nice though. We'll be nice. We're only here for what, 3 minutes? Why do you like them? Why do you like the sports ball? What is it about the sports ball that you like? Like, where do I even start? It's like, oh, okay. Bye. The bell rings. Oh snap. Halftime. Guess we called time out. Let's keep this going in the second half. Okay, bye. Another ghost appears. Ay, my beloved. Hello, sunshine? The ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette. The smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back. Hydrothermal vent ghost. No. Even better. This is Vera. She's old, and she worked for like a mob, and she's the love of my life. Nice to meet ya. Is it? That's a surprise. I'm Vera. That or the lady in smoke. That's what the ghost hunters call me. Ghost hunters? Living weirdos. Trying to prove we exist. Hunter sounds dramatic. Gives them too much credit. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. The glitzier condominiums on the strip. Obnoxious houses behind gates. I wake up. Rich fools at night. See? She's my wife. This is... May I introduce all of you to my wife? This is she. This is her. Shrouded in gray smoke. Jingling pennies. Wailing, pay the price. Junk like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thanks, hon. Spent lots of time working on it. I like when they choke on the smoke. Choke themselves awake. Then they see me floating at the foot of the bed, looking ready for a funeral. It works. Except when the smoke alarm goes off. Then it's not as scary. Well, I don't wanna tell her how to do her craft. I don't wanna tell her how to practice her craft. Again, I feel like asking somebody how they died in like the first 3 minutes is a little blasé. You know what I mean? It's a little like, a little taboo even. You know, you gotta warm up to that, right? Like maybe in the next 3 minutes, you know? But then again, asking so you're famous seems a little like maybe we're in it for clout, you know? And we don't want her to think that. We don't want her to think that. Let's go ahead and we'll ask about the alarm. Haha. I can't fake cough. Why didn't I think of that? Why does a ghost like you need a place like this? To meet you. To meet you. To meet you. To get to know you. Curiosity. It's good to be curious, especially now when you've been dead as long as I have. You start feeling like you've seen it all. Hold on to that curiosity. It'll save your life. I'll try, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll get right on that, ma'am. Don't ma'am me. Sorry. That makes it weird. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. No, you know what? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Won't happen again. Won't happen again. Won't happen again. Sorry, I have to turn my light off. It's freaking with my eyes. Do you ever have moments where like you sit down at the computer and your eyes just stop working? They just stop working? Maybe it's just Vera. Maybe it's just Vera's presence. I'm so overcome with lesbianism that I can't fucking see anymore. Damn, that's powerful. Just kidding, it's actually my fucking brain and migraines and shit. The bell rings. Guess that's the bell. I'll have to pick this up later. See ya. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Another ghost appears. Hello. Hey. Hey. I'm Stephanie. But you can call me Steph. Everybody does. Hi, Steph. Hey. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I spent like an hour putting my face on this morning. I can see that. You look great. You look wonderful. You look nice. Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. What brings you to speed dating? I've been single for a while. At first, it was great. I did what I wanted to do. Taught myself some Japanese. Played my clarinet every day without fail. Allowed myself time to get to know the real me. And that's important. That's important. That's important. Everybody should know the real you. The real you should know the real you. I should know the real me. Everybody should know the real themselves. That's important. That's important. It's important. But after a while, the silence gets to you. My cat only says so much. Tell me about your cat. Clarence. After the angel. But he's more of a demon. Especially around food. You know how most cats have this pleasant meow? Almost a meow, 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 meow. Like that? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Like that? Clarence wails and whines. All raspy like he's dying. Or dead. Haha. You probably think I'm so weird. We're all a little weird. I suppose it beats being normal. There's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say. After like 10 minutes. Me anytime I try to do just chatting. So true. That's why I'm here. There's no time to get bored. If you do, it's almost impressive. Tell me about learning Japanese. I thought I'd pick it up easily. Since it's so far removed from English, there's such an art to drawing the characters. But there are so many. First you learn hiragana. Those are the basic characters for sounds. Then katakana, for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all those, I thought I was getting pretty good. Then came kanji. There are thousands of kanji characters. It's overwhelming. Well, you have an eternity to learn. If only. I'll die before I learn the language. Exactly. What do you mean? The afterlife is forever. Man, Sometimes I wish I was a ghost. Like, not dead. That would be terrible. But a ghost. All ephemeral and timeless. It is pretty great. What do you mean? You're dead. Are you threatening me? Cause that is super not cool. I'm gonna tell Fran. She'll ban you. You're a ghost, Steph. Wait. What? What do you mean? No, wait! The bell can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost? Goodbye, Steph. Goodbye. See you in round 2. The second round begins. Sup? I'm Riley again. Casually inflicting existential horrors and then being, okay, bye! Okay, bye! I'll see you next time. Goodbye! Goodbye! Me ending every stream? Me ending every stream? Okay, bye! Goodbye! I'm Riley again. So, like, what should we talk about now? Got any dating tips? Dating tips, huh? I'm only a player on the field. Off it, love's no game for me. I just try to be real. That's important. That's important. And ask the same of others. It's pretty simple, actually. You're smarter than you look. I am? Thank you so much. That's super nice of you. You're welcome, Riley. So, you're nice and hot? Okay, buddy. Oh, score! Okay, pal. Okay. Okay, sir, I'm gonna need you to take 5 steps back immediately. Back the fuck up right now. Back the fuck up right now, sir. No score. Timeout. Game over. Go sit in the corner right now. Go sit in the corner right now, Riley. That is not acceptable behavior. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. The bell rings. So, like, I was thinking it might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state rivals. It's been a while since I've checked in on them. That's not my thing. Bummer. But hey, I understand. Think maybe we count this as a loss. Yeah, you should. There's always next time though. No, there isn't. No, there really isn't. Goodbye forever, Riley. Goodbye forever. It's you again. It's me again. Glad you came back around. We only touched on my past last time. Us ghosts tend to look back a lot. Reflect. Obsessed, maybe? Hard to know a ghost without knowing how she lived. So how did you live? I made my life in Vegas. Went there when things started booming. I don't know if I can do the voice for her anymore. I don't know if I can do the voice for her anymore. We'll just speak regularly, but she got old lady smoker voice. She got old lady smoker voice. I am incapable of such a voice though for any prolonged amount of time. Oh Lord. Oh. Went there when things started booming. Figured I could make some money. At first I lost a whole bunch. Lots. They'll get you good. Like that one iconic character in Atlantis. Yeah, exactly. I go, yes, that is exactly the vibe I was going for. And then I took this job. God, Atlantis is such a good movie. I need to rewatch Atlantis. That's one of my favorite. One of my favorite movies. I used to have, because I collect Disney pins, I used to have a Kita pin, but that was when I was really young, and I've since lost it. But they never make like Atlantis pins or merch, and so it's very sad. Very sad, because I'm like, I want, please, may I have some more? Please, Mr. Disney, you large corporation, you, please, may I have some merch for the stuff that you don't ever appreciate? Please, may I have some merch for like this and for like Treasure Planet? You know, and like maybe some more stuff from like the Muppets, you know? Like maybe like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what, can I please have some more? Working for a casino boss. His executive assistant. I told him when to wear a tie and cleaned his dirty laundry. If you get my meaning. I hate doing laundry. Not that kind of 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 laundry. But true. But true. But true. But true. This guy was a scumbag. A real piece of work. There was nothing he wouldn't do. Buy people out. Rob them. There were so many convenient accidents. Anything to get at the competition. I was the one who kept his secrets. I made them go away. Huh. Sounds dangerous. It wasn't. Until it was. One day in 1954, the casino rang me up. A voice. The boss's son. Said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter and rushed over to the casino. You had a daughter? Sure did. I was a single mom in the 50s. In case you're doubting why I stayed at the job, the casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in and led me to the blackjack tables where my boss was waiting, dead on the floor. Blood. Soaking into the burgundy carpet. How did he die? A knife, probably. These guys hated guns. His son was there. He smiled when he saw me. "You'll make this go away," he said. I nodded. Two guys, bigger than horses, stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat. Shh, did you like the son? No. When I say son, you probably picture a kid, 20 or so. This guy was going on 45. He'd inherited his dad's thirst for power, but not his loyalty. I kept thinking about where this put me. When we got to the desert, would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss ran to the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved. A hole in the sand. Your girl was at the sitter, and she stayed there. I wasn't about to pick her up. At least not until things cooled down. How did you die? I went home alone, locked all the doors and windows, turned off all the lights, and waited. Nothing happened until I nodded off. I woke to an intense heat, took a deep breath, sucking in hot, black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down after making sure I was inside. I'm so sorry, Vera. Yeah, well, now you know why. I'm the lady in smoke. The bell rings. Sorry this got so grim. After this is all over, maybe we can grab a drink? Try not to let the past haunt us, even for just an hour? Yeah. Alright, so we do have an ad coming up in just a few minutes. We take a 3-minute ad break once an hour, every hour. This is to keep the pre-rolls off for everybody just coming in. The ads do help support me monetarily just a little bit as well. In the time that an ad is running, if I am aware that there is an ad running, I do my best to stop whatever it is that I am doing, whether that's yapping or playing a video game, and switch us on over to the BRB screen. And in that time, I encourage all of you to go and do whatever you've got to do to take care of yourselves, whether that's going to the bathroom, getting something to eat, getting something to drink, switching your laundry over, if you've got meds that you got to take, taking them, etc, etc, etc. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Alright, should all be back from the ad. Boop. So wait. We're actually totally 100% dead? Yeah. Hate to break it to ya. Hate to break it to ya. As in afterlife? The afterlife? Yeah. So you're a ghost. And I'm a ghost. You're a ghost, and I'm a ghost. Then who's flying the plane? That's why it's speed dating for ghosts. I thought that was strange. But then I just figured ghost was ironic or something. Maybe slang? For people who are a little out of it. I'm a little out of it. Right now, especially. I know it's all hard to believe. It is hard to believe. I mean, really, seriously, there's no such thing as ghosts. You seem pretty real. Are you all just pulling my leg? Is this a prank show? One of those hidden camera things? I can see right through your weird monster makeup. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. So true, so true, so true. This is no costume. So if this isn't a show, then what? A dream? Is this a messed up dream? I had a messed up dream last night. I dreamt that I was a cop, which first of all, ew. Disgusting. Disgusting. But I was a cop. And I was living somewhere where houses were like on stilts. You know, like for like water, like the ocean and stuff. So they were on stilts. And under, horrifying, right? I know, right? That is a messed up dream. It is a messed up dream. And so under like the rafters, like, you know, there's the stilts the house is on, like underneath that, hanging from the ceiling were like ears, like on a fish hook that was like dangling from a thread. And I went to pull them down because fuck forensics, I guess. I don't fucking know. Average cop behavior. And like the string just kind of like disintegrated. So then I was just holding these two ears. And then I woke up. It was really fucking weird. It was like, I normally just have nightmares. I don't really ever have dreams, but this was one where like it wasn't a nightmare, I don't think. But it was like, it was a very odd dream that I woke up and I was like, what does this mean? What does this mean? This has to mean something. Surely I wouldn't dream of such a weirdly specific thing without it having some kind of hidden meaning lurking just below the surface. My brain wouldn't do that to me, right? My brain wouldn't do that to me, right? Anyways, that was the messed up dream I had. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that sure was something. That sure is a thing that I dreamed about. Shrug emoji. If that's what it is, I should be able to wake myself up by like screaming or something. That usually works. Produced out. Sorry, dream ghost. It's time for this water skier to wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Okay. Yep, so true, so true, so true. Scream it out, scream it out, scream it out. Take another lap, scream it out. You're doing great, great job. Yep, 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 yep. Good work, good work, good work. Yep. Nothing happened. Feel any better? I still feel alive. Just like disassociated, buddy. That's just what being alive is like. I mean, it isn't. It isn't. To be clear, it isn't. If you feel disassociated all the time, that's something's going on. Something's going on. Something's going on. But that's my average. That's my average life experience. Like the world is going on without me. It's a familiar feeling. I felt a lot when I was alive too. What was your life like? It was difficult. Except not really. Mostly, life was pretty good. Good job? Honestly, I never really had a job. I didn't work during high school. And I, got sick my first year of college. Sick? This is hard to talk about. That's fair. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. Kagan, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Just so you are aware, there's a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. This is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join us in the chat, let us know how you're doing. Tell us about your day / night / time zone / time does not exist. Or if you want to lurk your heart out. Lurk your heart out. Yes, yes, yes. Do whatever feels best and right for you. But thank you again so much for that follow. I appreciate it. I had cancer. A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday. I started getting headaches. And feeling confused about things. Things would just look wrong. Out of place. Hard to describe. It was rough. Radiation. Chemo. So much chemo. They said it was aggressive. So they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. Seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression-free. Whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school. But I didn't. I retreated to my room. After so much time facing death, I had a lot of trouble facing people. That's understandable. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. Ding ding ding. There's the bell. I guess it's back out into the world now. Have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out. You're welcome. Steph leaves the room. If you hurry, you could catch up to her. See if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk. Nor is she the infamous lady in smoke. Listen, I feel for Steph, I love Steph. But Vera is the light of my life. Vera, my wife, my most beloved. We gotta. You meet Vera outside. She's smoking in the dark. Took you long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So, what do you want to do? The worlds are... Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden. You hear that? I didn't hear anything. I heard a voice. There it is again. A voice. Did you hear it this time? Are you okay? I'm honestly not sure. I'm hearing a second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me. Where are the voices coming from? The voices are in my head, but also far away. Voices calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We are trying to reach Vera. Dead on the 5th, November 1954. And then the other voice. The one that sounds so familiar. It says, where are you, Mom? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Oh no. My daughter. I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to find her. I understand. I'm sorry about this, hon. I need to figure out what's going on here. You could come with me if you wanted. Okay. No trouble. You're not it. These voices, though. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. Sounds like my daughter. But, well, you know what I've done. It might be nice to have some backup. Yeah, I'll be your backup, Vera. I'll be your backup. I'll back you up. I'll back you up. You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. A small bungalow on a quiet street on the other side of town. There's a square hedge around the front yard. And a neon sign in the window. Psychic readings. Psychic readings. Know the future. Know yourself. Let's go inside. Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back, lit by trembling candles. Two people are seated at a table, facing each other. One is a young woman dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic, and playing the part with witchy flair. A second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing wire-framed glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian. That's my daughter. Is this a seance? They're reaching out to you. What do I do with this? I feel a presence. Vera's daughter opens her eyes. Mom? Are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom? I sense two presences. Two? Yes. One is unknown to me. That's me. That's us. The psychic breathes in deeply, You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom? I threw up. I threw up. It's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died? The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters. Mom, what did they do to you? I can't tell her. What happened? It's too hard. Can you say something? I need her to know. I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it. We'll tell Jane how her mom really died. The psychic repeats what you say, word for word. The letters were all true. Every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did it so you could live. Jane begins to cry. You didn't leave me. They took you from me. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much. Oh, I miss you too. Oh. What's the graveyard? Vera. Beach. Oh, interesting. Vera. Spirit of Despair. Years alive 1891 to 1954. Cause of death house fire. Better known as the Lady in Smoke, Vera is a bit of a celebrity in the ghost world. She lived a fairly long and eventful life as a secretary and then personal assistant to an infamous Vegas casino owner in the early years of the Strip. The elite gig put the best drinks in Vera's hands, but sure put her out, and she found herself at the whims of childish, over-rich men who demanded everything of her, and had no qualms making life miserable for good people. She died in a house fire under suspicious circumstances, taking a multitude of secrets with her, and has since haunted the hotels and mansions of wealthy men, bringing folly to any who misuse their power. Good for her, happy for her. Boop, bop, wop. Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down, and you can go right in. Womp, 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 womp. So, do we want to do all the ghosts, or do we just want to do one date per room? Because we could just speed through real quickly all of the beginning stuff for Riley and Steph again, and then go on the dates with them. Should we do that? And then we'll do that for all of them. Bwom, bwom, bwom. Just dropping a follow and a belated hello real quick. Well, thank you so much, Kagan. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Let's just go through real quick. And, you return to the Room of Palms. The speed dating rounds have wrapped up, but some ghosts are still hanging around. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. We don't even have to skip through the beginning stuff. We can just go on the dates again. All right, Riley. It's time. It didn't work out with this ghost. Awkward. Ooh, awkward. You know what? That's for the best, though. I guess we should have kept our options open. You catch up with Steph. She looks surprised to see you. You think? It's hard to tell with the mask. Hey. What's up? Is everything okay? I just thought we should hang out, maybe, if you wanted to. Hearts! Oh. Cool. I like that. Where should we go? You wanna go to the symphony? You said you played clarinet. Normally, I'd love to see the symphony. For all the years I played clarinet, I've never actually seen a professional orchestra. Another time, though. Maybe we could just walk around. Maybe find a nice park. Talk a bit. Okay. A heavy layer of snow has claimed the trees and buried the grass nearby. A cobblestone walking trail twists around the edge of a lake. You pass an old ghost sitting on a bench, tossing nothing on the ground but still going through the motions. The ghosts of geese gather around him anyway, acting out a ritual that no longer serves any purpose. Geese ghosts? This is all still so confusing. You must have a lot of questions. I really, really do. Were you this lost when you died? For a while. How did you figure things out? I'm still figuring things out. Dying's not a simple thing. I just feel like I spent years on a puzzle, only to realize I'm missing pieces. They're gone. I'll never finish. And now, what do I do? Do I take the puzzle apart? Be proud that I did what I could? Does anyone finish puzzles? No one I know. I'm sure some people are that together. But what about the rest of us? What now? Like, what do we even do as ghosts? Do we get jobs? What's the point of anything? You can help people. I guess we have powers. We can manipulate things, right? That's up to you. When you're little, everyone asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? Now it's like, what do you want to be when you die? Too much pressure. I gotta learn how to walk again before I figure out where to go. So true. So true. You have a lot of options. I keep thinking about all the things I can't do now. Eat, drink. I could go for a milkshake right now. Vanilla, with a slice of apple pie. But I guess I won't taste it. There's no point in eating. But then I just want to play my clarinet. But I can't do that either. Yeah, that's true. I hope so. At least I can still do puzzles. And finish learning Japanese. I think I'm ready to take my mask off. You got this. If you say so. Wow! How do I look? Wonderful! Beautiful! Thanks for lying to me. You're welcome. Art. And thanks for the talk. It helped a lot. What are ghost friends for? I'll let you know. Bye. Hard to be a ghost. But Steph seems like she'll be alright. What's next for you, though? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We didn't get any Vera hearts, though. Stephanie, Spirit of Denial, years alive 1983 to 2004, cause of death brain cancer. It took Steph a while to realize she was dead. If you beat cancer, it can be hard to accept when it comes back with a vengeance. Though the disease ultimately took her life, it could not take her spirit. Now Steph begins a new chapter, overwhelmed by the potential death affords. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp. Hello. Hello again. Going right on in. Let's see. Room is now empty. Okay. Room of liars. The room of liars looks a bit like a conference hall. The kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening, who left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. Ding ding ding! Ring-a-ding-ding! Purple. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Hi! Ah! A ghost! Oh god. Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. I'm not that scary. No. No, you're not. But you're still a ghost. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall. I told my mom. It was so I wouldn't fall out. I couldn't sleep. That's so true though. That's so true. Being able to sleep with your back against a wall feels so much safer. Feels so much safer. Except ghosts could probably go through walls because, you know, they're ghosts, so. But for corporeal creatures, sure, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against that wall. Why were you scared? I'd picture the worst ghosts, devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the dark, hiding in mirrors. So true. So true. There be evil in these here mirrors. Watching. Standing behind me. And now I learned they were there. Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of, they were wrong. Ghosts are real. And I am one. It's a lot to accept. Yeah. It is. Are you afraid of ghosts? Not anymore. What changed? I found things to like. I want to find things to like. Every time I think I'm happy, even for a second, the anxiety knocks. They're so me. They're so me. Literally me. Literally me. Literally me. It's like looking in a mirror. Which are evil. It says, I'm back from my break. Did you miss me? Ah! The bell rings. Oh. That was just the bell. Phew. Thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you. Another ghost appears. Well, look what we have here. The ghost's voice creaks like ancient wood. The name's Spooky Peter. He tips his hat. M'lady, tips fedora. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? You seem ancient. Sparkles in the eye. You seem so old. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 1665. You've seen a lot then. History happened. Wars. Revolutions. Mostly I read about these things. Mostly I keep to my own. Spooking and scaring. Gotten pretty good at it. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you. But you could tell when it's me. The top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. A baby boy, a baby boy, a baby boy, a baby boy. I will be so hot and so sick for you. I will be so hot and so sick for you. Nobody spooks them like Spooky Peter. Are you the devil? Laughs, giggles, twirls hair, kicks feet, and my mom puts fingers together shyly. Are you like the? Are you so like just? Are you like the devil? just you know, just a casual question. Are you? Just one of his helpers. You could be too. There's something in your eyes. Potential. Teach me your spooky ways. Now. Spooky Peter doesn't just teach anybody. A rock has potential. Before you throw it through a window. What makes you any better? I turned milk into worms. I turned the milk into worms. The worms. Grosser fare, eh? I suppose I can see that working. Especially if they're drinking the milk when it happens. Worms is a leap, though. Maggots will blend in a little better. But the worms are my friends. The worms are my friends. I'm giving them a good home. I'm giving them a good home inside people's tummies. The worms are my friends and they need a home. They need a home. They need a home. Let them live in you. Let them live in you. Let them live inside of your gut. Let them live inside of your gut and take a little nibble. Take a little nibble off of your energy. Worms need homes too. Worms need homes too. Parasites need homes too. Let them live inside of you. Let them live inside of you. People are spooked by the unexpected. Messing with something familiar like that, it can be pretty spooky for sure. No way are they going near milk again. Spooky Peter laughs. Or coughs, it's hard to tell. So how's that for a lesson? What else you got? Slow down there, bedsheet. Learning to spook 'em takes time. If legendary spooking is what you're after, and Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak, you'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. A good spookin' is in the details. Ding-a-ling-ling. The bell rings. The bell. It means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back around. Goodbye! 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 A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Yippee, my allergies. Another ghost appears. Hi! Wanna make some money? Doesn't everyone? Exactly. Everyone needs money. You get it? But this is a singles mixer. Full of ghosts. With few attachments. I gotta assume. Not a bad place to find accomplices. What do you need money for as a ghost? Hey, quick question. What do you need money for as a ghost? Is there ghost capitalism? Does ghost capitalism exist? Cause that would fucking suck. That would fucking suck ass. Hard for cops to connect the dots. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks, don't judge. Nice to meet you. Don't be making this personal. We rob a bank together. That's it. One last job. One last job. No more contact. At least not for a couple of months. How do we do this? We're ghosts, aren't we? The problem with robbing banks? People see the robbers. But you can't see a ghosty. We can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime. Maybe there is such a thing as a perfect crime. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a criminal. I don't know. I can't believe I'm humoring you. You know it'll be a good time. We might get money out of it. And what are the consequences? Are the cops gonna arrest a ghost? So true? So true? No. No, they are not. No harm in hearing you out. No harm at all. At the very least, it'll break up the gloom in this room. What if... Ghost cops! Horror! Oh, the horror! Why would you even suggest such a thing? Oh, the horror! The horror! Ah! Leon looks around at the other ghosts. Yeesh. Ding-a-ling-ling! Ring-a-ding-ding! The bell rings. Nuts. Time to switch seats. Don't worry. The what? The what? The what? The horrors. The horrors. 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 Horse? Horrors. Horrors. The horse. The horse. The horse. The horse. The horse. Existential horse. Existential horse. It's true. It's true. It's true. I'll be back. We got more to talk about. I think Bravest Warriors had an existential horse. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Bravest Warriors is. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. The second round begins. Hello, Self. The other ghosts. Holy, were they awful. Neon's just a creep. And Spooky Peter. That name is earned. Oof. It's a cartoon. Little Adventure Timey. Some of the same people. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. I've never seen Adventure Time, I don't think. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Kyo. Sorry. No need to be sorry. No need, sure. I'm still sorry, though. My anxiety gets the best of me. And social situations are tough. That's so true, so true, so real. So real, it's like looking in a mirror. It's like looking in a mirror. This one especially. Spooky Peter's been around. I think he's actually just dust. My rule, never trust anyone who wears a hat. That's a good rule. That's a good rule. That's a good rule. Hats? Suspicious. Full of suspicion. Full of suspicion. You wear a hat? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. The stuff he said to me was kind of hot. It's kind of hot and I was kind of into it. Never know what might be under there. That's right, that's right. There might be a rat under there. There might be a rat under that hat. Pulling their hair, moving them around, making them cook food. Could be a rat, could be a bird, could be a bomb. So true. So true. So true. So true. Hats? Full of the unexpected. Full of the unexpected. Don't trust a hat. Don't trust a hat. The hairs behind your neck know me. That would work on me. That would, you know, that would work on me, actually. That one might actually work on me. Am I cooked? Am I cooked? Am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Is it so Jover for me? Lightly sauteed. Okay. I can pull it back. I can pull it back. I still have a chance. I still have a shot at having good taste? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? It's best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. He said he's been in books, and I read books. Do you read books? I believe it. The man's almost theatrical. The theater. He's a theater ghost. He's a theater ghost. A theater. Reminds me of a character actor. Playing the devil on stage. I totally see it. I'm not a confident person. But I'm rarely wrong. You should stay away from him. Your speed dates are going well then. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive? The questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. Good movie, good movie, good movie, good choice. My favorite movie, I mean. Long live the new Flash. Huh? You know it. Sometimes I feel like a VCR. I can read. I know how to read. I know how to read words and letters. Obsolete. Out of date. No new stories to tell. I still have my VCR. I don't have my VCR. I do have a VCR tape though. I have a VCR tape of Indiana Jones, I want to say. I might have a few other ones as well. But I don't got any way to play them anymore though. Nice. I love meeting fellow fans of dead media. So true. So true. So true. So, you want to hear how I died? If you want to talk about it, sure. Might as well get it out of the way. I was in film studies. Damn, this. They took my whole fucking life story here. What the fuck? What the heck? What the hell? Huh? How working my way toward a PhD. How did they get this? How did they get this fucking photo of me? Hey video game creators. How the fuck did you get these photos of me? In debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends though. Oh, never mind. I take it back. I was always studying. One weekend they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. Ghostwritten biography. Yeah. The ghostwriter. The ghostwriter. The ghostwriter. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box. Under 6 feet of dirt. How did you drown? First I was in a canoe. Then I was in water. Then I was in dirt. After I died, my spirit separated from my body. Like it does for everyone. I fell right through my coffin. Through my own body. Down, down, down. Into the bedrock. It was so dark. That sounds awful. It was. I'll never forget the confusion. The helplessness. I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, it was like my whole body became corporeal. Not flesh. Just like, you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects? Like that. Except I was the object. And the earth was holding me. So quiet there. Stuck in solid rock. How did you get out? I pulled myself up. Away from the heat below. Sort of clawed my way to the surface. Be fucked up if ghosts were real but affected by gravity despite intangibility, and so every ghost just got dragged inexorably into the Earth's core and compressed. Yeah. Frick you turns your ghost into a diamond. Frick you turns your ghost into a diamond. Frick you compresses your ghost. Through the earth. I felt the rock moving through me. Drowning wasn't as bad as that. Listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. I promise I'm not always like this. I was thinking, maybe we could go out sometime? Somewhere quieter, maybe? With fewer loud bells and spooky Peters? Compressing your ghost with 7-zip. I like that. Yay! Okay, yay! I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking about myself. Sorry. The bell rings. See you after we're done. That yay face is adorable. Yeah. The art in this game is wonderful. My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege? I want to know everything. In time. A truly spooky ghost requires one thing. One thing above all else. Patience. What spooks Spooky Peter? Not much. Though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts. What kind of beasts? The domesticates. Hounds. Felines. You're scared of dogs? Spooky folk like me rely on a certain covertness. I can't just be all clanging about, announcing myself. That's not so spooky. Dogs, they can smell Spooky Peter. They know I'm there. I'll shrink up into a corner in the dark, and sure enough, they'll find me. Start growling, bark to sound the alarms. It's trouble, let me tell ya. A real impediment. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. Tell me about the plague. The man I was died. I won't say much more than I have. I did my life. Now I do something else entirely. You ever been to the mirror world? What's that? What's that? The place beyond this. But the same as this. You've seen it. But always looking in. Ding-a-ling-ling! The bell rings. If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. Okay, yay. Maybe you think you'll like it. She and it's another thing entirely. Some things spooky, even Spooky Peter. Okay. Hello. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. You'll come in with me. Will I get a third ghost to watch the door? Do you know which bank yet? Absolutely. A secluded branch up on 4th. Bored tellers, lots of older customers. It's a great place to hit. How'd you find it? A friend put me on it. He's trustworthy, don't worry. Okay. Neon pulls out some graphing paper. I drew the layout in pencil. I probably didn't need so much detail. Since we're going in the front door, I just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait, does this mean you're interested? Tell me more about you first. Alright, fine. I'll give you my life story. Abridged version. It'd probably help maintain our cover anyway. Fran walks by. It seems like she's eavesdropping. The trouble with me is, it's hard not to talk about stealing. I stole candy when I was 9. Switched to stealing beer at 14. Stole my first car a year later. I hit up convenience stores, drive-ins. Sorry, it's not you. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. It's not, you're not boring me. No, that ain't it. I'm just a little eepy. I'm just a little eepy tired. Even held up a laundromat once. Threw my back out, carrying all those quarters. Did you ever get caught? Big or small, every heist has a hitch. 3 or 4 went so bad. I was in and out of jail, but I wasn't anything serious. So I got a crew together. Started doing banks. Even country cops took that seriously. Caught me good after 5. Spent the rest of my life behind bars. How did you die? Prison's a hard place. Especially when no one trusts you. If there's anything I learned from my dishonest life, it's honesty. Ding-a-ling-ling! Ring-a-ding-ding! The bell rings. That's our time. You've heard my pitch. Gotten to know me a little more than I like. So, what do you say? Okay! Yes! I'll be at this branch. At this time. Leon slides you a slip of paper. Bit of slice. We are gonna go through all of them. We do have an ad break coming up though, so the usual ad shenanigans. I'm gonna take this on over to the Be Right Back screen, and we'll be back in like 4 minutes. We should all be back from the ad. Does October kick anybody else's ass? Like completely and utterly? Like particularly, if you are also disabled and have like chronic pain and fatigue. 'Cause I am going through it. I'm going through it. It sucks. Let's start with Leon and we'll just go all the way across. And then maybe at the end, if I'm feeling okay, we'll go through the first room again, the room of palms. And we'll do football dude. And we'll do Vera maybe, because I want to get Vera hearts. I want to get Vera hearts. I love Vera. Alright, Leon, let's go rob a bank. Let's go rob a bank, why don't we? I guess it's time to rob a bank. Leon said to meet him in front of the Mortal Trust on 4th. Like the name suggests, this is a bank for the living. Once they notice they've been robbed, they shouldn't suspect the dead. Hopefully. I'm getting nervous, not gonna lie. The others are supposed to be here. Maybe they're just late. I sure hope so. Without them, we're down a lookout. And our guy on the inside. What's my role? You'll be coming in with me. The score in there? It'll take more than one ghost. I need your hands full. And your mouth shut. Oh, good. Here comes Carl. Oral. Hi. This is Carlsbad. Our token breather. No offense. None taken. I'm just happy you ghosts want to hang out. So, how's it going? You're alive? Yes. And you can see us? Of course. I've been seeing ghosts all my lives. No one believes me. I'm pretty jealous of you ghosties. No responsibilities. Just floating around. Not a care in the world. Ghosts have responsibilities? I guess you got, like, closure and stuff. Whatever. You still don't gotta work at a bank. That's true. That's true. You know what? My bad. That's so true, actually. This bank, actually. I'm a teller here. I know the combo to the safe. And where the cameras are pointed. Why rob your own bank? I hate them. They need to pay. Your salary's not enough. Their wages are not bad at all. Oh. Competitive. Even generous. And don't get me started on the benefits. Sounds like a good place to work. Totally. But I still hate them. That's fair, actually. You know what, that's fair. They wouldn't give me a loan. For my vape store. Okay. Jerks. So I'm just gonna take the money. Live my dream. My vape dream. Fuck my stupid vape dream life. My vape dream! My vape store! My vape store! All banks are bad. So true. So true. So true. Satan's in suits. No offense. None taken. Speak of the devil. Spooky Peter. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Look who it is. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Spooky Peter. Why am I not surprised? We met in the room of liars. Same as you. When I told him I robbed banks, he immediately said he was in. Before he even heard the plan. Always looking to get my beak wet, so to speak. So here's what we're doing. Spooky Peter will hide out by the door. Watch for trouble. Could be smooth sailing. They closed 6 hours ago. And there's no security tonight. I saw to that. What happened to Winston? Who? The security guard. He's taking some time off. Oh, good. Winston worked so hard. He could use a break. And that's what he got. A break. Let's get this train rolling. Follow me. Carl pulls out some keys and locks the front door. Though alive, he's already proving useful. Inside, the bank is dimly lit. It's eerily quiet at night, like most places busy in the daytime. Spooky Peter disappears into the shadows by the door. Carl and Leon make a beeline for the back. Carl hops over the counter like he's in some heist flick. Leon floats right through. We catch up to them around a corner by a heavy-looking door. This is the vault. Can't we just go through it? Of course we can. But the money in there can't. If we want to get anything out of there, we still need to open the door. And that's where I come in. Let's do this. Carl gets to work on the door. Beep, beep, boop. I think the code was... No. You gotta be kidding me, Carl! Pull yourself together! Pull yourself together, man! I am, actually. I know the code like the back of my car. Which is where I sleep. Not because Sherry kicked me out. Anyway, before I punch it in, you gotta promise me something. You promise you won't take all the cash and then leave me here? Or pull any other ghost tricks? Carl. Carl, sweet baby boy, Carl. Buddy. Pal. You know what they say about honor and thieves? I don't actually. Then we're good! Just open the door already. Carl opens the vault door. Inside is a wall of safety deposit boxes, each individually locked. And that's it? That's it? Where's the money? I expected like a pile of it. It doesn't work like that. I really should have cased this place myself. Grab a key, open a box. Open 13C. Inside are some official looking papers, lawyer documents, and an ornate vanity mirror set in 14 karat gold. It looks old, needs a good polish, but it's still beautiful. On the back, an inscription is etched in the gold. Here's looking at you, Millie. Love, H. Time to be moving. I spotted a patrol outside. Think they saw some movement in here. A police siren sounds off. A warning, maybe? There's our cue. Give Spooky Peter the mirror. Here. Why, that's a mighty fine gift. Could come in handy. Watching the law eat our dust. We better scramble. Everyone makes it out safe, thanks to Spooky Peter's keen eye. Leon instructs the crew to lie low for a bit. Really, only Carl needs to worry. Good job in there. Things might have gone differently if you let Carl fiddle with the cameras. It wasn't the greatest haul. But hey, how many ghosts can say they robbed a bank? Just the three of us. The bank robbery. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Leon. Spirit of greed. 1933 to 1967. Cause of death, snitching. Even as a child, Leon was an opportunist. Whilst other kids were playing ball, he'd steal from their bags. His teens and 20s were mostly spent on the road seeking out scores and grifting. Leon eventually found his calling robbing banks. He and his crew pulled off 4 successful heists before they were caught. During the resulting trial, Leon rolled on his fellow robbers to reduce the sentence. He survived the first stabbing in prison, but wasn't as lucky the second time around. Peach. Hello. We returned to the room of liars. The speed dating rounds are wrapped up, but some ghosts are still hanging around. Time for Spooky Peter. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter. A hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. Clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Welcome to my home. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. Only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. We are going into this mirror. Okay. Together, you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world, or as it's known here, Draurorim et. That's the mirror world spelled backwards. Do you see the eerie green? That is what happens when an image reflects itself, takes on an eerie green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this. There's actually science behind that. Science has no bearing here. In the mirror world, the physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Oh, or even nowhere at all. Okay. That's amazing. I thought you might be impressed. I have practiced these skills for ages. Centuries. It is not easy being green. Kermit the Frog! Kermit the Frog! Kermit the Frog! Kermit is green. Kermit the Frog. Now, come with me. Are you Kermit? Are you Kermit the Frog? Are you a Muppet? Are you a Muppet? Whoa. Whoa. The spooking hour approaches. That's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. Why 3 a.m.? Only witches and sins are awake at 3. We seek neither. In a way, we are both. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door, staring into one long enough into the dark, or saying a spirit's name 3 times. That's like knocking After a short trip through oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you step through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spooking. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He is snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. Should we shake the bed? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat. Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no, 40 minutes. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot. You can tighten this knot. I mean, sorry, what? I mean, sorry, sorry, what? Who said that? Huh? Who said that? Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. The old wood lets out a loud creak, 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 as steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Like a raspy breath. Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear. Some sort of orange foam? It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man. Scratch the wall. You scratch with one nail long and deep above Paul's head. It leaves a long vertical line in the plaster. Make it a cross. Excellent work, protege. Faith haunts them, same as ghosts. The fear this will sow brings me butterflies. I am proud of you, protege. Truly, you are spooky this day. Wow. 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 Spooky Peter leads you back into the hallway mirror. Back through this weird mirror world of his. A fractal realm on the dull side of the train. The Tane? What he said. Eventually, you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. This was weird, but fun. I am pleased. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you. Time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. I'm just jesting with you. It's barely been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good. He's a little silly goofy. He's a little silly goofy. He's a little silly goofy ghosty. He tips his hat to say goodbye. He kind of gives fucking Doc in Winona Earp. More dust falls off the brim. Guess I'll be seeing ya. A breeze picks up and the rest of him blows away. Bye! Bye! Sorry about this one. He's a little silly goofy, a little pathetic, but you know what? You know what? I'm kinda into that. Spook Peter, Spirit of Malice. 1631 to 1665. Cause of death, bubonic plague. Spooky Peter isn't his real name. That's one he was given by an author of famous, totally true ghost stories. Having been dead some 4 centuries now, Spooky Peter is the oldest ghost, at speed dating by a mile. In life, he worked as a doctor, notably treating victims during the last significant outbreaks of the plague in London. The disease would ultimately claim him. Wow. Wow. There's still so many ghosts. There are 10 stones here, but there should only be 9 ghosts. And then there's 4 more stones here. Whoa. Hello. Hello again. Hello. Don't mind me, just going on yet another date. Just making sure. All right. Kyo. You meet Kyo the next day, waiting on the street as you approach, looking nervous. All the headphones. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? Definitely. What? I said I'm nervous too. Hold on a second. Let me take off these headphones. That's better. So, what were you saying? I'm nervous too. If you're nervous, and I'm nervous, then who's flying this plane? Maybe I'm right to be nervous too. Heart, oof. You ready to go? Sure am. The middle of nowhere. Not literally. I know, cause we're ghosts. The middle of nowhere. Could mean something weird. Just come with me. Kyo takes you to the woods. Deep into the trees, far away from any paved roads. Did you know I make greeting cards? For ghosts to give other ghosts? Happy anniversary of your tragic end. I'm happy for your loss. That sort of thing. Oh, that's so cute. It's just a hobby. That's so cute. What the heck? You stop at a particularly barren patch of prairie land. Everything is frozen over. A few clusters of trees are stripped of their leaves with branches like bony hands. Squat birds huddle together for warmth near a frozen lake, while a dry, biting wind blows through. Isn't it great out here? I come here to think. I watch the birds. I listen to music. There aren't many souls here. Just the birds and the wind. I see why you like it. I can be myself here. That's great. That's the best. That's the best. That's the best. No one bothers me. I don't need happy things to remind me that I'm not happy. I need sad things to remind me it's okay to be sad sometimes. That's a nice way to put it. It's exhausting to worry like I do. But I'd rather embrace my sadness than just ignore it. Sadness is a real thing. As real as we are anyway. So I embrace it. Kyo looks out onto the frozen lake. Come with me. I want to show you something. Kyo leads you away from the lake toward a pocket of trees. In among the poplars and pines is an old house. The wood is gray and brittle, the roof collapsed long ago. This house is a tiny thing. When it was standing, it had just a single room. Inside, the floors are rotted through and covered in layers of bird droppings. In one corner, a wood-burning stove is rusted through. There's not much else. An entire family lived here. Kids were born here. People died here. And then it was abandoned. Left to fall apart. Lost among the trees. Now it's my home. Love what you've done with it. I would never change a thing. It's perfect. Kyo leads you back out into the cold. Back to the edge of the frozen lake. This is as far as I will ever go now. And you know what? That's fine. Everything's fine. Aw. Yo. Aw. Spirit of Anxiety. 1985 to 2014. Cause of death, drowning. As far back as Keel can remember, they were afraid. Ghosts, water, living an irrelevant life. Then they drowned at age 29, a year before completing a PhD that put them thousands in debt with no promise of even sessional work after graduation. Now they're a ghost, facing an eternity of time and no idea what to do with it. Meeting other ghosts is helping though. Since speed dating, Keo has even taken up a new hobby, learning how to swim. Aww. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Hello again. Yeah, just put my name down. Yeah, that's it, that's it. All right, thank you kindly, thank you kindly. Let's go to the room of black. New room, new room. The room of black isn't really a room at all. More of a garden courtyard. The sun beats down as you squint to see what's growing. Rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, drying and rotting in the sun. What fruit these plants produced shriveled on the vine. But there's a peace to this place. The crickets are chirping, and well beyond the garden a train passes. You sit at a table opposite an empty chair. Ding-a-ling-ling, ring-a-ding-ding. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Ooh, I'm a ghost. Ooh, ooh. LOL. Wait. LOL. Isn't it great being dead? It is pretty neat, right? Being dead is the best way to live. I'm Drea. I'm like dead, obviously. I'm also like dead. Go figure. Let's be dead together. What do you do for fun? Places. Like, actually scare people. Nothing too mean. Just like, flicker lights off and on. Move stuff around so it floats. Push people downstairs. Wait, what was that last one? You know, ghost stuff. Fun. Wait, you push people downstairs? LOL. I don't actually. I was just pulling your leg. Or whatever it is you've got. Rhea looks around. Man, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. And yet you're here. Well, yeah, I'm here. Ever tried dating ghosts in the wild? They all just contort and wail. Not in the good way. Or what are you into? Boobies. Drea snorts a little. No, but seriously. I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses, who carry their own heads. A shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. The other dead people that kill me. But I'm sure not used to any of this. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. The jerks got the money. I'd be all, the best way to die is now. Before death does me in. It'd at least buy me dinner. Jokes, you know? Now that I am dead, it just feels right. Like maybe it was meant to be. Which I guess makes sense. Since we all die in junk. A ding-a-ling-ling! Antler ghost rang that bell thing. That means we change places. See you in a bit. Yeah. Another ghost appears. Hello! 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 Oh, hello there. I'm Hattie. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. It's just so nice to get out of the home. Is he a new face? I like your face too. You're too kind. My looks aren't what they were. Guess when you get old, you look it, even after you go. I haunt the old folks' home, where I died. Queen Mary's. It's not a nice place to live, let alone die. Few nursing homes are. The nurses do their best, but they are short-staffed. The residents are frequently neglected. Make Queen Mary's a little better. That is my mission in death. How do you help? Any way I can. I keep watch on vitals, ring a nurse when needed, tuck residents in at night. In their final moments, I whisper in their ears. There is more, I say. Just you wait. That's so nice. I never thought death would be like this. As ghosts, we have power over the living, whether they know it or not. We ought to use that power for good. I agree. Now that you're dead, what do you do with your time? I'm still figuring that out. It's strange being dead. There's a Bible verse I think about sometimes. Better for you to... Okay. Okay. The worms! The worms! The worms! The worms! I still have both my eyes. But what I see isn't like hell. That's over my head. I'm not sure I understand it either. I'm just grateful there's an afterlife at all. The bell rings. Oh, I guess that's our time. I suppose I will see you again when I come back around. Thank you for the talk. No problem. Another ghost appears. The ghost says nothing, only stares. They're back. The ghost's eyes narrow. Narrow my eyes. The ghost opens their mouth wide. Wider. The sides begin to crack and tear. Inside smells so foul, musty and sour, like rotting peaches. The ghost lets out a guttural cry, low and lonely. The other ghosts in the room are all looking at you. Stand my ground. You are not like the others. I can say the same about you. I'm a vengeful spirit. Not unique among ghosts. Just perhaps among these ghosts. What brings vengeance to speed dating? I was more. I was a man. An accountant. Gary. Gary the man accountant. That name sounds wrong now. Silly. Common. Gary liked the patter of rain. Baseball games and decaffeinated tea. What happened to Gary? The ghost's eyes grow wide. He breathes in deeply, remembering something horrible. What's wrong? The knife. I still feel the blade. The life draining out. Emptied. An empty space. Where once there was something. Now cobwebs. A draft. I'm sorry, Gary. Do not be sorry. Gary is gone. A ding-a-ling-ling! A ring-a-ding-ding! The bell rings. Your time with Gary is over. He lifts up his fragile frame and shambles over to the next table. What is he looking for? Vengeance. He said it pretty clearly. He said it pretty clearly that he's a vengeful ghost. He's looking for vengeance. Everybody's so flippin' gloomy here. I keep thinking, who died? We could liven it up. Oh man. Okay. Like a prank. Or maybe we tried to scare the other ghosts? Who haunts the haunters or something? But they seem hard to spook. You're probably right. That one ghost especially. Hattie? That's the one. She looks like a snowball. Horrifying. I did see a panicky little ghost. They went into another room. If only they were here. Man, we should just go haunting. Freak out some flesh bags. Give them something to be afraid of. Okay. Cool. I don't meet a lot of ghosts like you. Nice ones, I mean. Usually I pal around with other poltergeists. What's wrong with poltergeists? Nothing at all. Poltergeists are the best. Pretty much just like the movie. One time, I even tried to suck a girl into a TV. The glass got in the way. Kinda messy, actually. Did she die? Nah. I was kidding. I'm not like that. My friends, though, way more intense about the ghost stuff. My friend Beck likes to make corpses wink. Wink wonk. Wink wonk. At morticians. Wink wonk. At open casket funerals. Allison haunts an airport hotel. Guess she likes to watch weird people doing it. I just hang out. Go to shows. Terrorize this normie couple I know. Rich types who moved into my old house. They actually put up a plaque that says, "Live, laugh, love." Blech. How do you terrorize the normies? Possession is fun. When they're asleep, I make the girl sit up in bed and point at the corner in the dark. The guy wakes up, sees what she's pointing at, and freaks out. It wakes her up and she freaks out too. It's great. Sometimes. Other times, I want to meet ghosts. Who aren't like me. I'm sick of doing the same things. But then I actually remember, I like doing those things. I really just want to share them with someone new. I know I probably sound pathetic. Not at all. The bell rings. Already? This was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something. I'm up for anything. Good. Hi, Hattie. Hello again. How is the speed dating going? Is it everything you hoped it would be? You're my favorite so far. There's no need for flattery. Heart. We're already getting along fine. There's something different about you. A light. I can literally see it glowing in there. In your guts. Yeah! Just don't let it go to your head. Dying has shown me there's still a lot to learn. Always something new worth knowing. Heidi looks at the garden rotting around you. You like gardening? I love gardening. I never much cared for flowers. They're beautiful. But they sure don't last. Vegetables are where it's at. I love ones that grow like the dickens. Squash, snap peas. Spaghetti squash vines are thick and sharp. They will choke other plants if you're not careful. I like tomatoes. Tomatoes are finicky plants. They need water to survive, of course. But too much and they'll start to get sick. Now that we're ghosts, I know we don't need to eat. I still like to grow food. Help something live, you know? So true, so true. The bell rings. Oop, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'd be honored if you joined me. It's not as exciting as a date as other ghosts might offer, but it has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. I want to make sure he knows they won't be his last. That sounds wonderful. I'm pleased that you agree. I'll meet you at Queen Mary's at 7 a.m. Sorry if that's a little early. I'm my best self before noon. Addie floats over to the next table. He looks back and smiles. Hey. Hi, Gary. Why are you so sorry? What do you mean? When we spoke the first time, you apologized profusely. Why? But you're supposed to say, it was foolish, pointless. I have no need for your guilt. I need to know what happened to me. I only recall slivers of my last moments alive. Emotions, work, a shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together. Tell me about the emotions. There was anger, frustration, guilt. Now all I long for is revenge. Pumps through me like blood. But how can I need revenge when I don't know what happened? When I don't know who is to blame? You mentioned a shadow. The shadow was long, dark, but familiar. It crept along the wall and crept through the office as we worked at night. Came for me. It has a name. Why can't I remember its name? Gary's eyes looked so threatening when he first met him. Now they look sort of sad. Maybe we should go to your old office. I haven't been back. As much as there's something drawing me to that place, there's more pushing me away. I'll be by your side. Sentimental, and yet, knowing I will not do this alone, it helps. I still feel the blade, the life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together we will discover why. Ring-a-ding-ding! The bell rings. Gary left a strange transit map behind. Routes you've never seen. Certain stop is circled. You arrive at the bus stop where Gary asked to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another is on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary. Hi, Gary. He's wearing a bow tie. I wore a bow tie. You look nice. I wished to look respectable. One must look respectable when meeting one's end, even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it. I love it. Gary smiles. Briefly. We are going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks. Where the trains grind and the walls shake. The dead end of a crooked drive. Sounds spooky. Yes. Spooky. A dim purple light washes over Gary's face. The dead of night bus has arrived. A bus! A bus! Public transit! For ghosts! The bus is not sanctioned by any city. Its driver is a wisp, a fragment of broken spirit, trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get on the bus? There is no fare, you've all paid the price. Bus. The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy. Papers on Gary's old desk are carefully stacked. Seems he likes to keep things orderly. My partner's desk, always a mess. Papers and rotting food cover every inch of this other desk. Service. What about your service? Not my service. Service was my partner. Service Gelk. What was he like? I worked with the man for 16 years. At first for a bank, we were miserable, so we struck out on our own. Gary sits at Service's desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. He was a friend. He was a thief. The green and gold lamp collecting dust on Service's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move, creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary. He was telling our clients they owed money. Money they did not owe. He would pocket it for himself. Small amounts so I would not notice. But even small numbers do not add up. Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something. When I confronted him, there was a fight. In this room? Yes. I killed him! Oh God! I still feel the blade! The knife in my hand! I looked for gloves, bleach. I found them, but I could not hide what I'd done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. When the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared. They warned me, but I couldn't let go of the weapon. Frozen in place right there in our office. They shot me where I stood. I died here, same as Service. At least you know. I am haunted by an act of vengeance, not the need for it. I am sorry for bringing you here. I am sorry I am not good. Don't be sorry. You are right. Sorry is reserved for those who are not. I must carry this burden, atone for my act. I take comfort knowing Service is out there, somewhere, perhaps seeking his own vengeance. I suppose it is only right that I give it to him. Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall, you see a portrait, two smiling men, Service and Gary, the day they opened their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls by overhead, but the picture stays fixed to the wall. Okay, goodbye, Gary. Goodbye, Gary. Spirit of Vengeance, 1961 to 2016. Gunshot wound to the chest. Gary worked hard to live a noble life. He saw money as the root of most problems in his accounting practice as a way to help people live with a little less worry. While Gary kept few friends, those who knew him cherished his honesty and quiet humor. A college roommate once affectionately described him as a bran muffin, hold butter. After discovering his business partner was stealing from clients, Gary accidentally killed him and was shot by police responding to the scene. I have no idea what the beach is. No idea. Zero idea. Hello again. Hello again. You can go right in. Hattie. You arrive at Queen Mary's to meet Hattie for your date. It's 7:04 a.m. You're a little late. Looking around, this could be any nursing home. Yellowed walls, stain-dropped ceilings. Supply carts line the corridors alongside the odd MTIB stand. The sun's not quite up, but the residents sure are. Walking the halls to get a bit of exercise. Chatting over weak decaf in the dining room next to reception. Hi, Hattie. Hi, you came. Welcome to Queen Mary's, my home. What do you think? It's nice. Isn't it though? I just love it here. These are my people. Behind Hattie, an old woman hangs up the lobby phone. The woman begins to cry. Her son. Probably making more excuses not to visit. Can we do anything? Not unless you possess her son. In Marches, sorry, but down here. Hattie laughs. Please don't actually do that. It won't help. Besides, there's someone I want you to meet. Hattie floats off down the left corridor. All these corridors look the same, but she knows exactly where she's going. You pass a number of open doors, glancing inside. Some residents watch TV from their beds. Others just stare out their windows or at the walls. Most rooms are bare, a few are decorated. There are tall plants, fine wood furniture. In one room, you spot a record collection. Essential possessions transplanted to make this place feel more like home. At the far end of a long hall, Hattie stops and turns to you. So, I know this is probably obvious, but we're here to see Milton. He was my partner for 47 years. If you think I'm a firecracker, Milton's all sparks. You'll like him, I think. He's been doing worse lately. How can I help? I've been spending a lot of time here. It has him concerned. Milton says I'm hanging on to the past. He wants me to make friends who are more like me. Ghosts, he means. I want to show him that I met a good one. I want him to meet you. It will make him so happy. Hattie turns to go into Milton's room. Good morning, Millie! Inside is an empty bed, neatly made. Milton is gone. Oh, no. Hattie frantically searches the room. She spots the chart at the foot of the bed. This says It says he had an aneurysm. He was taken to the hospital. She looks at you with fear in her eyes. I have to go. I can come with you? I understand. I'm so sorry about this. It's just, I need to go see him. Would you please come with me? Of course. Thank you. So much. I'd like that. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm scared to do this alone. You arrive at the hospital with Hattie. She floats behind the reception counter to locate Milton's room. Second floor, intensive care. Milton's room is dim. A reedy old man with a thick mustache lies in the bed, motionless. Quiet except for the steady whoosh and click of a machine by his side. A ventilator connected to a tube runs down his throat. The machine is breathing for him. Oh no, Milton. She looks around as if he might have already left his body. They were supposed to let him go. Hattie looks at Milton's chart. It says he was found unresponsive. No signs of brain activity. But I still feel his presence. Don't you? I feel it. But where is he? Is he lost somewhere? Is he trapped in there? Oh, Milton. His sister has power of attorney. He didn't want this. He signed a form that said do not resuscitate. He didn't want this. Hattie looks up. I'm sorry I dragged you here. I know this must be quite awkward. If you don't mind. I like to be alone with Milton now. Are you sure you're okay? Yes, I'll be okay. Thank you for everything. You're welcome. As you step into the hall to leave, you can hear Hattie saying something at Milton's bedside. There's so much more, my love. Just you wait. Aww. Hattie Milton. Oh. Spirit of compassion. 1922 to 2010. Heart failure. Throughout her long life, Hattie always put others first. Though she never had any kids of her own, she worked for more than 40 years as an elementary school librarian before retiring to a life of gardening and jam making alongside her longtime partner, Milton. After Hattie took a hard fall, she and Milton were both accepted into Queen Mary's nursing home, where Hattie lived her final days helping her fellow residents any way she could. Womp 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 womp. Hello! Hello again. Put your name down. Go right on in. Boom. Ba-down. Ba-down. Ba-down, ba-down. Priya. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. Priya has something planned, that's for sure. This is gonna be sweet. Priya takes you to a house in the city. A duplex, brick. Not a bad looking place, maybe a little run down. It's clearly had some renovations though. Like the neighborhood, its edges have been filed off in favor of some good old-fashioned gentrification. Front door is a fresh shade of red. And there's a pretty nice car in the driveway. My place, when I was just another flesh bag. Really? Yeah, really. What, you're surprised? When I was here, it was way better. There was a pawn shop over there, where that garbage Java Joy is now. They always had good tapes. Now it's just coffee. Everyone just drinks coffee and does yoga. Whatever, come on. Let's go inside. From the inside, the house looks like a show home. Perfectly decorated rooms with perfectly placed furniture. Everything matches because almost everything is white or gray. Ugh. Ugh. They get cleaners, pay them like nothing, and complain when they don't wash the walls. Ceramic letters hang on a yellow accent wall. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. This is the garbage I'm talking about. Live, laugh, love. Spew, barf, puke. Drea starts to rearrange the letters. Evil. Old man. Ghoul. And then that leaves... Lave. What does that spell? Veil? Does evil ghoul veil mean anything? What about leave? What, like leave without the E? Perfect. They take a step back to survey their handiwork. Evil ghoul leave. LOL. So, where should we hit next? Let's hit the kitchen. Getting creative, huh? Plenty of fun in there. The kitchen looks like it was recently updated. Built-in microwave, induction cooktop, something called a smart fridge. What do they even do to afford all this? Drea heads for the fridge. This is what I call poltergeist pay dirt. Inside the fridge is the biggest plastic container of kale you've ever seen. In rows of expensive-looking juice marked cleanse. I can't choose. Duh, juice. Look at all these pretty colors. Green, yellow, red. Drea thinks for a moment. Slime, pee, blood. Just like that, the juices look different. Don't worry. They'll just taste like those things. Somehow that's hard to believe. I mean, where would I even get blue? There's a click at the front door. Oh shiz, they're home. Quick, this way. Drea drags you to the front room just as the couple who lives there opens the front door. At first, they don't notice anything is wrong. They take off their shoes while bickering about who forgot to take the garbage out. Thank you for the hydrate, Echoes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The man is the first to see the letters on the wall. He stops talking. She looks up to see why. He points to the letters rearranged on the wall, and they proceed to freak the fudge out. They run away, not out the door, up the stairs, straight to the bedroom. Aw, man. For all that work. I knew we should have done the bedroom. I guess they weren't gonna run straight to the fridge anyway. This was still super good. Best time I've had in forever. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Absolutely. Totally. He left alone in Drea's house. Upstairs, the couple is loudly trying to convince the cops they call the ghosts are real. Eventually, they give up and admit it was probably just neighborhood punks. Leave the house through a wall. Outside is dusk and kind of spooky. There's a bit of fog rolling in. A nice night for a haunting. A good night to be a ghost. A good night to be a ghost. Spirit of Mischief, 1972 to 1994, unknown. In life, Drea had a way of getting on the wrong side of authority. Parents, teachers, cops, few dared to tell Drea what to do, and those who tried always ended up regretting it. After Drea was kicked out of the house at 14, they spent the rest of their teens couch surfing or living on the streets. Spotty work, door checking, and carrying equipment at punk gigs paid for Drea's more expensive habits, and plenty of good times. But things got bad toward the end. Now Poltergeist, Drea prefers not to talk about those final moments of life, and focus on making the best of death. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. Speed dating for ghosts. Graveyard. So there's Fran. That's the ghost with the antlers, the organizer. Fran is the organizer of speed dating for ghosts. Her reasons for putting on an event like this are twofold. Fran is a woman of science, but also empathy. She's met so many miserable ghosts over the years and wanted to help them find companionship. She's also been studying the psychology of her fellow spirits for years, specifically the need for closure and desire for purpose that seems to tie otherwise disparate ghosts together. She aims to prove that they needn't rely on the living to achieve these goals. Ghosts, Fran posits, can instead find their answers in one another and even within themselves. She also loves bad food and good TV. Interesting. All right, here's Riley's. Riley was a promising wide receiver who first made a name for himself in high school, turning his ability to catch any pass into a college career on full scholarship. But the trouble with fielding a lot of passes is you take a lot of hits from bigger guys trying to stop you. Those hits took their toll on Riley early after he lost his helmet in a rare fumbled play. He began experiencing concussion-like symptoms, but refused to tell anyone for fear of being benched. Now in death, he still loves the sport and helps others be the best they can be out there, even guiding a few last-second plays in favor of those who work hard and play safe. There's the Milton Ghost, but that seems like that's only in an expansion. There's Miriam, which I don't know how to find Miriam. There's Dave. The third ghost the player meets in hell. Huh? How do we go to hell? Dave is a puppy dog. Dave is a puppy dog. Oh, it's an expansion. It's an expansion. I see. I see. There's Gale. Is also in the hell expansion. And there's Agatha, who is also in the hell. Oh shit, Agatha is the ghost of a vampire. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Holy heck, that's pretty cool. What the heck? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I still don't know if that's... I feel like that wouldn't be the people who show up on the beach, though. You know what I mean? I feel like that wouldn't be who shows up on the beach, though. What's the beach? Is that also an expansion? I must not have that expansion then. So I have it in the graveyard? But not anywhere else, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. So the only people we didn't get in the graveyard are Riley, because we mega shut his shit down. And then Fran, who is the organizer, which I don't know how to talk to Fran more. I don't know how to do that. That's not super clear to me. There's one part with Drea where we maybe could have asked, like, what's the deal with the ghost with the antlers? So maybe that would have been it? Question mark? But I don't know. I don't know. But that's speed dating for ghosts. That's speed dating for ghosts. We sure did go on dates with those ghosts. We sure did. We sure did do that. That is something that we did. I think that's gonna be it from me for today. My brain is soup. I have soup for brain, soup for brain, soup for brain. So no raid, but go, you know, as always when we don't go on a raid, go support your favorite streamers doing all the cool streamer things that they do and be the nice, wonderful yous that I know that all of you are. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. If you were lurking, I appreciate you. If you were chatting, I appreciate you. That was a neat game. It was a neat game. It was. Sorry if I was a little low energy, I guess. I don't know. I feel a little disoriented today. My brain is a little foggy. But that happens with the weather changes seasonally. It fucks all of my shit up horrifically with my chronic pain and fatigue. So that's wonderful, and I love that. And that totally doesn't fucking suck. Yeah. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. And I will see you all in universe. Goodbye!